Good morning. Welcome to the Turtle Journal. Happy Tuesday. This morning, we're doing a layout in my brand new journal. This journal is still brand new. I've shared it with you actually a couple of times on a live, and I still haven't yet used it. It's the problem with a brand new journal. I start to get a bit precious about it. So this morning, I'm going to do my first layout in this brand new journal for 2026, and I'm going to do a bit of a brain download, which is a bullet journal layout for any of you who are into bullet journaling, but I'm going to decorate it first. So join me, let's decorate this journal layout with some stickers and some papers. I have a bit of a layout in mind, and then I'm going to share with you, if you're interested, in how I do a brain download, which is sort of basically a way of decluttering all of the tasks in your head. The term by David Allen is called open loops. So a brain download is a great way to get all of the open loops that are in your head out on paper, and then you process them once they're on paper. So we're going to do that this morning just for something a bit different. Plus, it's also a great way to start a new journal. If you have a new journal for 2026, doing a bit of a like declutter or brain download is a really great way to get sort of the first couple of pages of your journal started before you get into sort of crafting and creating and paper crafting and collaging and creative journaling and junk journaling and all that sort of thing. It's also a great accompaniment to a diary. So if you have a diary or your digital planner or a calendar, then doing a brain download first, I find really helpful. And then I might schedule some things in my phone, my diary, digitally once I've got the analog version here, because this part of a brain download where you actually write things out on paper is different than doing it on a digital list or in your phone, because you want to write things out without qualifying them. So everything goes on paper first, no matter what it is, all the random thoughts in your head, and then we process them once they're out on paper, rather than starting off by trying to decide what should go on my phone, what should go on my calendar, what should go in my paper planner, what should go on a sticky note. The idea is everything just goes here first, and like in a giant mess, and then we worry about categorizing after we've got them out on paper, which is why it's called a brain download, or some people call it a brain dump. So that's what we're going to do this morning. But first of all, let's add something cute to the first page of this layout, which will make it far more fun for this whole process. And it makes my journal much more enjoyable to look at, and my planner much more enjoyable to look at. So that's what we're going to do first. Oh, this blade came out. There we go. So I have a bit of an idea in my head of what I want to do on this layout already. I was thinking about it this morning when I knew I wanted to do a bit of a brain download. So let's decorate it first. So this is some really pretty basil paper. How beautiful is this paper? It's marble paper. Isn't it gorgeous? It's basil cardstock. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? I have it on the website. It actually comes in a 12 by 12 sheet, but I've cut it down for you. So this is really easy to use now in 6 by 6 pieces. Rather than being a 12 by 12 sheet, you buy it from me like this. So it's like ready straight away to use in your journal, in a card, without needing to chop it down already. So this is basil cardstock. Isn't it gorgeous? It comes in green and in purple as well. So I'm going to cut some little 1 inch square squares, 1 inch square squares. And that's what I want to use on this layout, accompanying with my favorite sticker set of all time, which I'll show you in a minute, which is also, officially, I want to say officially, I think it is officially the most popular sticker set I sell. I've had it now on the website for 4 years, which is as long as the Turtle Journal has been around, and it remains my most popular sticker set in that time. If you're watching me on a replay, leave me a comment. I'm going to send an email after this live. So if you're on my email list, you're going to get an email from me with the replay. But leave me a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to say hello to you watching and find out where you're watching from. So here we go. How cute are these already? They're like little tiles, aren't they? Like little mosaics or something. These are going to be perfect. These are going to look just like I hoped they would. And the really pretty gold shimmer is so nice. So let's decorate this page, and then I'm going to do a brain download and show you a bit of the process of how I do a brain download and how I then process the items that I list on a brain download. So remember, when you do a brain download or a brain dump, the idea is simply to get things out of your head on paper. And you know you're done, or you know when you finish your list of things, when you feel like there's nothing else left in your head, if that makes sense. Nothing else left that's kind of nagging at the back of your head. Good morning. Yes, I am. I'm in Adelaide. Yes, in Adelaide, Australia. So down the bottom of Australia, or close to the bottom of Australia. So let's decorate this first. I'm going to, these look great. I love those little tiles. They are cute. The shimmery is so pretty. So they come in purple and green. I've got those on the website in purple and green. I'm not going to use the left-hand side here. I'm going to go to this nice solid right-hand page here. And my sticker set is the transparent botanical sticker set. I said the most popular sticker set I have. And one of the Turtle Journal OG sticker sets. It's been around for 4 years, or as long as the Turtle Journal has been around, which I think is 4 years. Actually might be coming up for 5 years. Time has flown by. Look at this sticker set. This is why I can see why, as no surprises, why it's my most popular. And I use it all the time as well. Almost on the daily, I'll say. I love it. It's beautiful and just versatile for like everything. I'm going to peel the back off these stickers, but you can stick them down with liquid glue if you cannot be bothered trying to wrestle with the back of these stickers. I have some special glue as well, which I've got somewhere on my shelf just for the occasion of not being able to pull the back off the stickers, but I'm going to pull the back off my stickers. I'm going to find my craft knife. Here it is. I want to try and do a nice sharp edge along here. I'll try anyway. Let's see how we go. Okay. So who has a new journal? Please tell me. Have you got a new journal for 2026? This journal also has a new cover. I've also got a new cover for my journal as well. So I feel like I am set for the start of this year, a new journal and a new cover. And now I'm going to do the first layout, which is arguably my favorite one to do because I just know how good it's going to feel afterwards. My brain's going to feel all decluttered. I might put a bit of a masking page here with a bit of scrap paper to help me. I'm a bit worried if I try and cut the edge, I'm going to cut through it. So I'm going to try and be a bit tricky here. I may regret this. Let's see. Let's see how we go. Good morning, Shelley. Nice to see you. Happy Tuesday. Look at your profile picture. That is adorable, Shelley. Very cute. I feel like this little masking is going to help me get a cleaner edge to pull this off without slicing through this front page. Did I chop through the page? Oh, I don't think I did. Okay, I think that was a success. Let's do that again, just to be on the safe side. I want a sharp edge. I like the look of it between the two pages. I'm going to use my favorite sticker out of this set. Where's my favorite? Here it is. This is my favorite sticker out of this set. Yeah, let's put that right down there. Trying to get the back of it. I'm going to regret not having my glue handy for just sticking this down, aren't I? Without having to try and peel the back off. But I'm going to persevere and get it off. This would be, is it any of you ladies who have like press-on nails or acrylic nails or gel nails, is that even harder? Do you find stickers really difficult? I don't. I have just my natural nails, which are in terrible condition, by the way. I apologize for that. Manicurists have told me that before, how bad condition my nails are in. But I could imagine if you have gel nails or fake nails, do you find it, let's stick it on this part first and then line it up. That's a better idea. So it's stuck it on the mask and now line it up. Do you find it difficult with stickers to get the back off of them? I just imagine it would be difficult, but I actually don't know. And then I'm going to carefully try and pierce that sticker and not the paper underneath. Oh no, I feel like I've been too heavy-handed with that. No, it's okay. It's all right. I'm going okay. So far, so good. I like this sharp edge. Okay, let's get this top piece off. It helps. It does help that this knife is incredibly sharp. This is my, is it Fiskars? Yeah, my Fiskars craft knife, and it is really, really sharp. I will say that's been well worth the money. I just got it on Amazon. I think it was $20 or something, and that has been well worth it. That is a very sharp blade. All right, let's do one more. Let's just do like a flower. Yeah, that'll kind of hug the corner and the bottom. I should keep this and use that. That's actually quite cute. Let me get this little scrap piece off. Stick it somewhere else. I feel like I would have saved that and used that. That's turning out a bit cute too. Oh, the Gold Coast. Oh, I hope you love them, Shelley. Yeah, new journals are always fun. Except I've had this journal. I got this actually just before Christmas, and I have yet to use it. It just keeps sitting here, and I'm like waiting to start it. Today is the day. I'm just going to get into it. Good morning, Lisa. Nice to see you. Oh my goodness, look at your profile picture too. That's adorable. Everybody's got their cute pets in their profile picture. It is very cute. I should put my cat in my profile picture too. All right, let's add this one to the bottom. And then I think that's going to be it for the edge, because I know what I want to add these cute cardstock tiles next that I've cut. Oh, look at that. That came off really easily. Oh, because it's around the other way. It's in a different shape than I had thought it was going to be. That's okay. We'll do it this way. So if I stick it to the masking piece first, I'm just loading this as I go along. I'm sharing with you, as you can see. And then I'll stick it to where I want it. Now, because I haven't squished it into the edge, there is a bit of a bubble, which I guess makes it easier to push a knife through and cut it because of that slight bubble. Okay, that's working out. I'm really happy with that. That's actually working out really well. Can we be a bit clever and catch the edge of it as well? Let's try. Oh, all right, I'm sniffly. Yeah, okay, look. Oh, my goodness. I feel like I've mastered a new technique, everybody. It's very exciting. What a good Tuesday morning. Oh, good morning from Canada. Good evening, Monday, 6:15 p.m. Oh, my goodness. Wow. It's here I'm in Adelaide, Australia, and it is 9:45 a.m. Good evening from Canada. How exciting. Here we go. That's cute. I like that little border. And this is a bit adorable too. I'm going to save that and use that for something. For sure, that is cute. So that is the stickers I want to use. I'm not going to use any more just yet from the set. I don't think I will, because I want to get writing on here as well. My decorating only wants to take me a little bit because I want to start writing on here. Let's get our adorable, look at these, basil cardstock, sparkly tiles. And I'm just going to use my glue stick because it's handy and it's easy. And stick these down in just a bit of a random pattern. This is just the background to my functional layout that I've got here. So this is just to add something extra. I could just leave it as the stickers, but I really wanted to use this basil cardstock because I really love this purple glittery cardstock. Could probably be a bit more particular with the glue here. I've obviously done it a little bit, what's the word? Crappy? Not very neat, is it? But that's okay. Okay. Put another one down the corner. That hasn't got enough glue. All right, one more, I think, and then I'm going to start writing. And then I'll show you how my process works. Everybody sort of journals in different ways. If you bullet journal or if you plan or if you like to use your journal in a bit of a creative, practical kind of combo, which I do, then you would do a brain sort of download or a brain dump in a very specific way. And I'll show you mine. I do want to fix these edges. That is bothering me. Okay. Oh my goodness. This is just, I should have used my liquid glue, shouldn't I? This glue stick just doesn't quite grab quick enough when I'm in a rush. Oh, look at that. It's coming right up. Oh my goodness. This is driving me nuts. Okay. Be patient. It'll be fine. All right. Let's just start with that amount. So this is the basis. So just a very plain layout background, but a bit cute. Yeah, these are, okay, that is really driving me in. That's annoying, isn't it? They're curling up. I wonder if it must be that glue. I usually use, I guess, that glue on larger pieces. It must struggle with the smaller bits. Maybe liquid glue would have been better, or tape. Tape might have helped them better, hey? That's okay. We can fix that later. That is not a big problem. Now this is how a brain download or brain dump works. Let's title our little layout. My handwriting is atrocious. I often can't read my own handwriting, and my family say the same, that they can't read my handwriting either. So my handwriting is really not great. That's okay. Doesn't matter. It's my journal, so that's all good. But I'm sure many of you have much more beautiful handwriting. So this is what we do with a brain download or a brain dump, is you write down everything that is just in your head without qualifying it or categorizing it. So let me do a few as an example, and then we'll go from there. So I will just write a few, and then we put a little dot for each of them. Keep them short. So don't write too much information about each. You want them short and sweet. I'm trying to decide where to put them all. I won't fill this whole page out because you guys will just be watching me for ages. It'll be very boring. So I'm just going to list everything that is in my head is going on this page. And this writing will be incredibly messy. I could maybe write this a bit neater because this is how messy this is. But because you guys are watching, I don't want to take too long writing these out, making them look pretty. The pretty part is we've done this part. So this part I'm just going to, for functionality wise, I'm just going to get them on paper. This is just as things are in my head. So the idea of a brain download is you are not writing things from your phone or from a diary. It's just what is in your head at the time that is kind of taking up space. The idea is that our brains are meant to be, or our brains are built for processing and solving problems, not for storing information. So this is how you get everything that's just kind of nagging you in the back of your head out on paper. So it's not taking up space in your head. Okay, I think that's probably enough for now, at least to give you the example. So now if I've got, let's say I've filled this page, you will easily fill a page. You'll be surprised how easy it is to fill a page once you sit for 5 to 10 minutes solid and just get things that like pop into your mind, put them on paper. The next thing to do is now you want to process the information. So the idea is when you start, you don't, like I said, you don't qualify before you write. You just have to get it out. Then you go back now to the list and we process what is on here. Just sort of something else. And like I said, that is very, very messy. So you can obviously write far more neater, but I just want to get these things on paper so I can show you what to do next. The next thing to do, these are the categories I use, and you will probably have different categories if you like to do this thing, or if you want to start doing something like this. These are categories I would suggest to you to start processing this list, and then that gets things moving on. So I would either how am I going to word it? I know what I do. Just trying to think about how I word it. I would either migrate something, do something, a one-day something, delete something, or delegate something. I might have more categories now I'm thinking about it, but let's just, let's illustrate. Maybe let's add schedule. These are the sort of the categories that are probably a good category to start with that I would suggest to start processing information if you're starting out and you don't often do this sort of thing, would be migrate, do, one day, delete, delegate, or schedule. So let me explain what each of these means. So let's say the first thing on my list now, I'm going to start processing it. Marion Bay groceries. We're going on holiday in a couple of weeks. I need to do my grocery shopping for that holiday. I don't want to do it today and I don't need to do it tomorrow, but it does need to happen before we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to schedule it. So schedule it means I'm going to go put it in my phone somewhere, almost as an appointment. And I would use a little circle for that. That just makes sense for me. I know that's now in my calendar, like I've scheduled it somewhere. So I'm going to put it like as a reminder or an appointment. It's kind of scheduled as something that needs to happen. So maybe I'll do it tomorrow night. It's coming up. The idea is now that I've taken that out of my brain, it's on paper, I've processed it, and it's in my phone, I actually don't think about it anymore. It doesn't take up any room in my brain anymore. That clutter is actually eliminated because there's a way now that my system, which is my phone, my diary, my reminders, my bullet journal, will bring that up when it needs to be brought up next. So I don't need to keep remembering it in my brain or keep thinking about it and taking up space. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. The next one is I need to get my bookkeeping reports to my bookkeeper for October, November, and December last year. That has absolutely been taking up space in my brain for ages. I need to get that done. I am going to migrate it, which for me is an arrow in this direction, a forward arrow, which is different because you're upside down. Upside down, backwards. I'm going to do a forward arrow. To me, that means migrate. Migrate is moving to my next layout for the next week or the next month. In other words, it's not in my calendar. It's not in my phone. It's not an appointment. It doesn't need to happen, anytime in the next. It's not a specific appointment that's coming up, but it's being migrated to whenever my next weekly list might be or my next monthly list might be. Does that make sense? It's being migrated forward to my next block of like a monthly to do. So I'm going to migrate it to my next sort of smaller to-do list, because this isn't a to-do list. This is just a brain dump list. It's not a to-do list. It's going to be migrated to my next to-do list. That's what that arrow means to me. So I know what that means. The next one is the same. It's my BAS statement for the last quarter. Also needs to be done. So, but I'm actually going to leave that. I'm not even going to migrate that because my bookkeeper will do my BAS, which means it's delegated. So I'm not doing anything about that. It's in my brain. It needs to happen, but it's not my responsibility because once I get my bookkeeper the reports, she will do my BAS. So I'm going to say that's delegated, which to me is 3 little dots. 3 little dots means it's being delegated, so it's not my responsibility to do it. The next one is I need to contract a videographer for some content I need done for my business. And I have been looking at a few different videographers. I need to reach out to them and start doing something about that. Now, that is a project. It's not really just a to-do item. Like that is not I could not have that done in today because that's like a project. It's not a task. The difference between projects and tasks is projects are made up of tasks, but tasks are a single item. So that is a bit of a project rather than a task. Even still, though, it's in my brain. It's taking up space. It needs something. I need to do something about that. I'm going to also migrate that forward as well to my next significant sort of to-do list or thing. Oh, it sounds so good. I'm so pleased, Lisa. Actually, lots of people are getting their boxes today. All Australia Post picked them all up yesterday. And because they're express post, I think if you're in Victoria, South Australia, New South Wales, you absolutely could expect it today. I reckon Queensland customers are probably Wednesday, roughly. And then WA and Northern Territory and Tassie might be Thursday. So even Express isn't quite what it used to be, is it, Lisa? But that's great. I'm so pleased you're getting it today because the postie was here first thing yesterday morning picking them up. So they did leave here like before 10 a.m., I reckon. So when he picked them all up, I was hopeful that many of you would be able to get it today. So that's great. Okay, the next thing is an EDM. So I need to do an email about this live, which I will absolutely do straight after this. I'm going to leave it as a dot. That means do it. If I leave it as a dot, it means I'm going to do it here. I don't need to move that anywhere. It's just going to get done today from this list. Even though this isn't a to-do list, this is something that will take me 5 minutes and I'm just going to do it today. So it's going to stay just as a single dot. Then when I've done it, I'm going to cross it out or tick it. So when you've done it, you could either cross it out, which is what I do. That shows something's been done. Or you could do a little tick and turn it into a check mark. So either a check mark or a little cross. I like to do a little cross, but you could do a check mark, of course, as well. Check marks do look cute. I like the way they look. But I'm going to do that straight after this live. That's a 5-minute job. I'm not even going to move that anywhere. It can stay right there. The next one is, what does this say? I need to do an EDM about a sale. An EDM is electronic mail. I need to do an email for a client. So different to the Turtle Journal, but a client, my contract work. I need to do an email about their upcoming sale. So I need to put that on my to-do list. That needs to happen. That needs to happen this week. Let me migrate that because my next list is the next page. Like I have a list for this week. So it's not going to move far in advance. It will be a sort of a this week thing. I'm not migrating it months in advance. It's not going very far at all. The next one is some ads. I need to launch and publish some new ads. But that is also it's not urgent, but I have to set it. I have to do it on a specific day because of budgets. So when I put a circle, that means it's been scheduled. It's much more time sensitive. It's more time sensitive. So I need to do grocery shopping for a holiday trip, time sensitive. I also need to do some new ads and some ad campaigns, which is time sensitive because of a sale period and budgets and how much I want to be spending on campaigns and things. So that's time sensitive. So it's going to get scheduled in my phone or my diary. The next one is to check in with some clients that I work with about an upcoming project. That is not as time sensitive because it's something that just happens every now and again. I'm actually going to move that backwards. This is the new, I haven't shown you this little icon. This is a backwards arrow. This little backwards arrow means it's going back to a longer date range list. If I'm moving something forward, it's happening in the next few pages. Like if the arrow is going towards the journal, it's coming up. But if I move the arrow backwards, it's actually sort of coming to more of a yearly overview. Like I'm moving it backwards to my larger, bird's eye view of the year. So it might happen next month or in March. But that sort of project is happening. That sort of thing I need to do that's taking up space in my brain doesn't have to happen in the next few pages or next week. It might happen. I need to just decide later when it's going to happen. So it's going to go back to, I call a 1-day list. So as in one day I'll get this done. Like it's a project, it's an idea, it's a brainstorm, but it just needs to come out of my head and happen one day. That's what I would do for that. And the next one, good morning, Colleen. Yes. Oh my goodness, it's so exciting. Everybody's getting their packages today. It's great. Good morning, Colleen. So nice to see you. I'm so pleased. How good is that Australia Post does that 2-hour window now? They never used to do a little 2-hour window of when you could expect a parcel. They've only sort of done that in the last 6 months, maybe. I feel like it has been last year they brought that in. Excellent. Another parcel today. That's great. I'm so pleased everyone's getting their turtle treasure boxes today. That's another thing, Colleen. Oh, my goodness, you just reminded me. I need to design and email the printables, the Turtle Journal printables for the January box. And that is absolutely happening today. I'm going to leave that as a little dot stays on this page. That's not moving anywhere because I need to happen today, is design the printable Turtle Treasure Box printables for the January box and email those today. The next one is preaching prep. My church, I'm sharing a message this Sunday, and that needs to happen. That's an ongoing project, but it's reminded me today that I need to continue to do that and make sure that's happening every day. So that's going in my phone and my calendar. The next one is my car needs servicing. How long can we put that off for? A car needs servicing. I'm not going to do that today. It's something I need to do, I know, but it will happen. Well, how long can I put that off? Let's just move it forward. It can go to next week or the week after. It can go to my next weekly list. Clean the fridge. This is something I started doing the week before last, and then I did the door. I cleaned the door of the fridge, and I haven't done the rest of the fridge. But honestly, I'll show you what to do because I haven't done it yet. I'm deleting it. Forget it. The fridge isn't in that bad state. So the final category, and I shared with you the categories before, migrating, do, one day, delete, delegate, and schedule. So this is delete. I've just straight out deleted it. I've just crossed it out. I'm not doing it. Moving on. That gives you permission to just draw a line in the sand, forget it. Not doing it. I'm sure my brain will consider it again one day, but for now, it can just be deleted. And then the last one is Australia Post tracking. So a customer emailed me just earlier this morning, and her parcel is stuck somewhere in Melbourne and hasn't moved for several days. Who knows why? I need to lodge a query with Australia Post and find out what's going on with it. I am also going to do that today and sort of like in the next couple of hours. So I'm going to leave it here. It takes me like 5 minutes. So all of what I will share with you before I say goodbye, just go for a good chat with you guys for ages about this topic. I'm blabbing on for ages. What I will say is anything that's staying on this page is a short task. Don't leave things here with no further action that are projects or will take you hours to do. So the things that are staying on this page that I'm not moving anywhere is an email, is the tracking query for Australia Post, and designing the turtle treasure box printables and emailing them. Each of these things is a today task that's not 3 or 4 hours of work. It's much shorter than that, or it's very urgent and it needs to be done today. Don't leave most things on this page. You really do need for this to be beneficial for you in your mind, to really feel like you have decluttered your brain and you can move forward with your day. You really do need to move a lot of what's here off. Otherwise, this just becomes another to-do list that your brain is trying to remember and keep track of in your brain. The idea is that they come onto here and then they have to go somewhere for this to be beneficial for you. So I'm only keeping 3 things on here for today that won't need to be put in my phone and scheduled, that don't need to be delegated to somebody else or deleted or move forward to my weekly list or moved back to more of a yearly plan. There's only a few things that will stay here just on this very short list, which ideally would be a page long. Otherwise, this won't feel beneficial. Otherwise, you'll look at this and it will be as overwhelming as if it was all in your head. If you leave too many things here, it's as overwhelming as if they were still stuck in your head and you never got them on paper to begin with. But getting them onto paper, most of these need to go somewhere else for this to be a beneficial process. Helen, also getting a box today. Yes, I love that. She's getting a box today and cleaning out craft boxes at the moment so you can clear up the lounge. Yeah. Thinking it's a retired equivalent, preparing my class for meet previous January. Yeah, it absolutely is, Helen. That's such a good feeling. On the 1st of January, we rearranged the garage and I cleared out the study and studio here, rearranged everything, the shelves. It felt so good. It really does feel good. And this process is like the mental equivalent of that. Like, get it out on paper so it's out of your head and then start to process what is on this page. That's everything this morning. I feel like this is stuck down now. I don't think I need to go back and repair they're tiles. They're stuck quite cute. I'm okay with those. So I could add some more if I want to, but I quite like this layout. This gives me a bit more room to continue on today if other things occur to me that I should put on paper. And now I've started my journal. Yes, I finally got over the fear of starting with a blank page in a brand new journal, and I'm off and running. So I've started my brand new journal today, and I've got to keep this tote. That's cute. I'm going to use that for something else. That's really sweet. I'm going to keep that for sure. Nice to see you all this morning. Thanks for joining. I'm so excited that you're all getting your turtle treasure boxes today. I hope you love the January box. The February box is here, and there's one more thing I'm waiting for to arrive for the February box. And now I'm actually in the midst of planning the April box. So March is planned, and now I'm in the middle of doing April as well. So exciting things for 2026 here at the Turtle Journal. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning, everybody. And thank you for all the lovely comments too. It's so nice to see you all. If you're watching on a replay, make sure you leave me a comment. Let me know where you stopped by and watch from as well. Have a lovely Tuesday, everybody. I'll see you all next time.